And here's your host, Jeff Baker.
Thank you, Ed. Now, we know here in Southern California we have all kinds of treasures. And one of those treasures is really the variety of ethnic cooking that we can find here in Southern California. I'm going to consider myself a semi-sophisticated cook, but I can't do that until I get out there and find out the different types of ethnic cooking. Specifically today, the Hispanic and Mexican cooking. Now, I'm excited, and you should be too, because here today on Man in the Kitchen, we've got an old friend that's come back here, Claud Beltran. He's going to come in here and he's going to cook some great dishes. But we wanted to find out where he gets his ingredients around town. So he took us out to a fantastic place that I've always wanted to see. So we hope that you will stay with us. We're going to go out to this place, then we're going to come back here and cook. So take a look right now, won't you, at where we went. We're here at the Southland Market in Ontario. I've always driven by this place on Euclid Avenue and wanted to stop by. And I know that I'm going to see Claud Beltran here. I wonder, oh, there he is. Hey, folks. Claud Beltran.
I've been worried sick about you. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're worried about me, Claud. That gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling.
Well, let's come on inside. I want to show you kind of what a typical market in Mexico would be like. Kind of everything centrally located with a panaderia, a bakery, a tortilleria, a tortilla maker, produce, meat, everything all inclusive, all in one place.
Wow, you've mentioned a lot of things, so we'll find everything under this roof.
All in one stop.
And you're saying that's pretty typical of what we'd find in Mexico.
Very typical. Of course, there would be open air and a little more festive mariachis playing, and we'll sing later maybe.
Oh, hey, that sounds good. Our viewers will love that. Well, let's go inside. Show me what we got here. So it looks like we're in the produce section here.
Produce section. I think obviously when people first think of Mexican food, they always think of chiles. Although not everything always has to have chiles in it. It's a lot of complex, different flavors. It doesn't always have to just be chiles.
Okay.
You obviously have jalapenos. These are tomatillos.
Tomatillos.
They're a little variety of tomatoes with a husk on them. You peel the husk off. Maybe we should make a sauce out of these.
Hey, Claud.
There's an idea.
That would be good.
We'll do that later on when we get back in the kitchen.
Sounds good.
These are tomatillos. You'd make the green sauce. Some yellow jalapenos. These are serranos.
Now, what would make a yellow jalapeno different from a green jalapeno?
Just a little riper.
A little riper.
Yeah,
okay.
A little ripe. So then they start turning orange, and eventually they'll start turning red. If they were on the vine, of course, these aren't on the vine.
Okay.
I should bring up these very important ones.
Now, what are these over here? We got some different colors going on.
These are habaneros.
Habaneros.
These are the world's hottest pepper.
The world's hottest pepper? Right here in Ontario?
Where the jalapenos would be about 75,000 Scoville units.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, now Scoville unit.
That's kind of like the Richter scale of chiles.
Ah,
okay?
Scoville units, okay.
Would be in the 200 to 250,000 Scoville unit range. Really, really hot.
Now, what are people using these for? We know what jalapenos use.
You'd probably usually just cut them in half and just soak them in a stew and just let them soak them in the stew. And if you're crazy, you can eat it, And if you're not crazy, well, like you and me.
Go for it, Claud. Take a bite.
I'll let you have the first bite since you're the host.
Yeah, okay. We'll do that later.
And then all the other, the squashes, zucchini squashes, chayotes are a really, really popular thing in the Central and South American countries. It's a kind of squash that you cut it up and it really retains its shape and its crunch when in the stew.
Now, a lot of these products I notice already aren't what you'd find in typical California grocery stores. So some of these produce items are obviously only going to be available in a Hispanic market like this one.
Here, we missed one very important chili. I'm sorry. The pasillas.
The pasillas.
Okay. These are really important. This is where you'd make the chiles rellenos.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The chili relleno, which I think you've done with.
Well, we did the first time we met, I think we did the stuffed chorizo with the cheese.
You blister the chiles and then peel them. Here they are, fresh. I always, obviously look for the easiest ones to peel. When you get into something like that, you leave those behind.
You got got some sort of banana or something here, Claud.
Now, these aren't just any banana.
Not just any banana.
These are male bananas.
Male as in M-A-L-E or M-A-I-L?
No,
mail order these?
No, M-A-L-E. These bananas have seeds.
There's a family show.
I'm sorry. Oh,
Can we tell if they're male or female?
I'm not going to go into that. Anyways, I think we should take some of these back and fry them up.
Oh, okay.
And they're a lot firmer and sturdier than the regular, plain
bananas. Let's say the brand name. We won't get in too much trouble.
With a little bit of cream, and maybe we'll do a marinated pork loin and achiote or something with the bananas.
Wait a second. I know we're on our way to the meat department, but this is a bakery.
Well, on the way over here, pastries are a really, really important part, well, of any culture, but in Mexican cultures especially. So, got a fresh bakery. They're making all the fresh pastry things. And in Mexico, obviously, there's all these different influences from all over the world. From the French, the Spanish, mainly, who came in and into the country. These, which are called orejas. Orejas, ears.
Oh, is that?
In French, are pommiers.
Really? So it's just a pastry that looks like an ear.
Puff pastry that's rolled and inverted and then glazed over.
Oh man! But with all the baked items, I mean, I feel like I'm in Paris right now.
Yeah, these are Paris and Ontario.
A little bit of Paris here. Check this out now. Tell us the story behind these.
These are the whole backside of the chicharron of the pork skin, deep fried. They got a big pot back there.
So they deep fry it right in that pot.
Deep fry it right back in the back pot.
How often during the day do you actually prepare this?
How many times? 3 or 4 times a day, and the weekends maybe 6 or 10 times a day.
So a lot of people buying this.
People like the chicharron, yeah.
How do you eat the chicharron?
Eat a tortilla with salsa, or we make a chicharron guisado, and the different stuff, the salsa and Mexican salsa with tortilla, burritos. We make a lot of stuff with chicharron. That's good.
We're back here behind the scenes at the tortilla section. Claud, you know a little bit more about tortillas. What are they doing here?
Obviously, this is the staple bread of the country. Okay. So fresh tortillas being made here. They actually get the nixtamal, or the actual corn. And they cook it in these big, huge tubs full of water. They cook it up to 180 degrees for about an hour. Then put it into a grinder. It grinds up the masa. Goes into the press. Presses the tortilla. Stamps it. Cooks them, rolls it out, and then you see them coming through here on the conveyor belt. And it goes back and forth on the conveyor belt until it cools down, and then throws it back on another belt, and it comes down where they're hand stacked and hand put into bags.
Boy, and it looks like they're doing this all day long.
All day long, fresh tortillas all day long. I mean, hot, right out of the cooker.
I'm getting hungry watching her put those in the bag
These
there.
are really, really good. I mean, fresh ground corn for the tortillas. It makes a big, big difference.
We've migrated over here to the spice section, Claud. What can you tell us about these spices?
Well, this is a very, very important section in Mexican cooking. Obviously, spices, well, for any cooking, spices are really important. The achiote, annatto seeds, which is used for coloring cheese all over the United States, all over the world actually. Started in England, they would use these annatto seeds. If you soak them in water or oil, you get this red dye that comes out. But when we get back to the kitchen, we're going to make a achiote marinated pork loin.
Oh, I see. Pork loin marinated with these babies.
We're going to actually buy the paste and instead of grinding these up. These are really, really tough to grind up. So we're going to
those right there. They look like little rocks.
Yeah. We're going to make a paste out of it with some orange juice, lime juice, garlic, cilantro. Marinate the pork in it, and then some fried plantains.
We'll come back to the kitchen and we'll watch Claud cook.
Let's go cook.
Sounds good.
You're the prep cook, though.
Oh yeah, I am. And by the magic of television, here we are with Claud Beltran. Give me a hand, everybody. Claud.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, doing pretty well. We're excited to see what you can do with these ingredients we found there at the Southland Market.
Well, like what we saw at the market, everything, all the fresh ingredients. We're going to make the tomatillo sauce. We were talking about the tomatillos.
Yeah.
We saw the plantains there, so we brought some of those back. We're going to cut those up and fry them. Going to make a pork loin with the achiote, the annatto seeds that we were just talking about a few minutes ago. So
incredible.
Let's get cooking.
That sounds good. Let's do it.
First thing we need to do is get this tomatillo sauce going. So we need to, these are, again, the tomatillos that we had looked at. And all you need to do is just take the little husk off. Sometimes they're a little sticky.
Okay.
That's okay. That adds flavor.
Adds flavor for a little
Yeah.
bit of the husk, sticky husk. Okay.
Yeah,
And you
so
put these in whole?
Yeah, put them in whole.
Okay. Yeah. Now you're
while you're
showing
doing
us,
that,
showing us out there the way to. Is there anything we're looking at with these tomatillos? I mean, as far as the husk, does it matter the color of the husk?
the husk doesn't really matter. You want to make sure that they're bright green. They are ripe. They're ripe when they're green, the
Okay.
opposite end of a tomato. So,
So as long as they're bright green, we're in good shape.
yeah.
Great. All right, so you're cutting up a little bit. This is
Yeah,
great.
we
This
do a little
tomatillo
bit of
sauce.
onion.
We'll be happy to find out what to do here with this tomatillo sauce. I always see it in Mexican restaurants and so forth, but I got to be honest with you, I've never really tried it. I tackled it myself.
So you want maybe about maybe a pound of tomatillos, 1 onion.
Okay.
We're gonna do a little bit of garlic. Gotta have garlic.
A little bit of garlic. Yeah.
The staple, or as I say, I used to tell my chefs, garlic kind of adds the base note to food.
And it's found in so many different types of cooking.
Probably not a cuisine that doesn't use it. Maybe.
Yeah, I can't think of one that really ignores garlic. Unless there's some sort of federation out there,
the anti-garlic people.
Yeah,
they came to my house. I kicked them out.
Go away. Never come back. Never to return.
Okay, so.
So.
And this doesn't, it's not going to really matter how fine it is because we're going to puree the whole thing anyways later.
So we'll end up pureeing this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, excellent. It's got the garlic going there, and that's what, one? Did you say 1 clove? 2 cloves?
2 cloves.
2 cloves. Okay.
So let's bring that up to a boil.
All right, we'll crank this baby up here, and that's it. So that just sits there and boils, comes to a boil, and then
bring it to a boil and to a simmer. These will probably cook in about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. You don't need to overcook them. They're going to you're going to puree them anyway, so it's not
Yeah. I mean, this is simple so far.
Okay, throw it in. Some oregano.
Okay. How much?
Fresh oregano.
We got some fresh oregano.
Yeah,
boy,
not
boy.
just. I asked for dry, and you brought fresh. You're awesome, man. You're the best.
Well, I know where to find it now.
You are the man.
I am the man, aren't I? Boy, oh boy.
The man in the kitchen. By the way.
In the kitchen with fresh oregano. There you go, folks. We want to give the people their money's worth when
That's
they watch
right.
the show.
Because dried. Actually, oregano in its dry sense is really, really good. Usually the fresh is a little more mild. You can use it like a Greek salad kind of thing.
Yeah, it almost gets more intense as you dry it.
Let's cover this up.
Covered it. Okay.
Covered
Let that cook. So that's cool for a little while then. Looks like.
Now I need to borrow that bowl there.
All right. There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna get rid
now
of this.
This is exciting. That day that we were at the Southland Market, we did make it to the meat department, even though we didn't really show it there in the segment. But you were able to find this nice.
Yeah, we got a pork loin. We're gonna cut it into. We're gonna cut it into like maybe half-inch steaks here in a second.
Okay.
Where normally I would like them a little thicker. But
Okay.
we want to get this show done in under 3 hours.
Yeah, there you go.
So
we retain our precious viewers.
Now here, like we showed a little while ago, the annatto seeds.
Yeah,
That was shaking around.
Right.
This is a paste. It's already been ground up, and it has a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of black pepper, cumin. It kind of has already a whole spice thing all ready to go. Kind of a little reminiscent like of what a chorizo flavor.
Oh, okay.
Kind of thing.
And it's interesting how it's a paste sort of a texture.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with those little seeds. They are really, really hard and hard to.
Well, not when you can buy it like this. And this was,
yeah.
I think, all of what, 95 cents or something like that for this.
This is great stuff. It's called Recado from Yucatan, from the Yucatan Peninsula, where they would make, I think it's called bokchuk. I may be wrong, but they get a whole pig and marinate the whole pig in this, and do, real barbecue where you dig a big hole and wrap the pig in banana leaves.
Okay.
And then you stick it in there and cook the whole pig for, half a day, and then you have a big party after.
Wow, that sounds great. What a great way to, because I know when you tend to do that, pit cook something, it doesn't really get the flavor. So this really, I can smell that already, a lot of flavor.
So give me maybe 2 oranges.
2 oranges.
A couple limes.
A couple limes. Now we've got these key limes. Did these come from Florida Keys here, Claude?
I think they're Mexican limes. Mexican key limes.
Mexican key, from those famous.
They're key limes by way of Mexico.
So by way of Mexico, they become key. Great. Well, they're like the real Florida key limes in a sense. I mean, they're sweet and they're flavorful. So there we are.
So about 2 oranges.
This is where we need the smell-o-vision, folks. This smells awesome so far. The sweet citrus of the oranges along with that.
Okay. Always roll the limes. Kind of helps.
So you're rolling the lime first. Kind of gets the juice flowing inside.
Now, along with the dish, we're going to do some fried plantains. So,
Yeah.
why don't you take one of the plantains, and maybe we're going to need maybe two or three.
Okay.
We're going to cut them in maybe about ½ inch bias cuts.
Okay, and this is just like a regular banana here I see as far as peeling. And this is easy so far, nothing to it. And then you're using that technical jargon with me here because you're a real chef.
Oh, sorry.
That
sorry.
sounds like, I would assume that you mean cut this diagonally.
Right.
Cut it diagonally into maybe 3/4 inch slices. This is fun. You know, last time I had these plantains, I think, no, maybe, you tell me, was I eating the same thing if I was in Miami, in Little Havana?
A little bit different banana.
A little bit different banana?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this one, as you were saying, the male.
Yeah, these are
banana.
yeah, they have seeds.
Yeah, because of the seeds. That's wild.
These are the macho banana.
The macho banana. The female variety doesn't get to play into this.
No.
No, I see what you mean. These are a little harder. It's firmer.
Okay, we're gonna mix that up.
Guess we won't go down that road.
Don't go there.
okay?
Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there, Jeff.
Family show, ladies and gentlemen.
Now
Yeah.
this is kind of a very watery consistency, which I think this will be okay for this. I always add a little bit of oil to help it stick. This is a really great recipe for grilling. Optimally, this would be the best way. So we can go out in the parking lot and barbecue these.
Hey, they were doing that yesterday here at the Man in the Kitchen Studios, barbecuing in the parking
Really?
lot. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option.
They did it. They did it here.
Okay, that's ready to go. Take the pork loin.
Excellent. Okay, so you got the pork loin here. Can we see what Claude's doing there with the, I'll move his marinade out of the way for a second. So you're just cutting these up, taking a pork loin.
Yeah, like I said, normally I would probably do a cut about that big.
Oh, you would? Okay.
Yeah, normally that would be about 7-8 ounce portion. These are obviously going to be small, but we want to get done here today. So.
Yeah, yeah. You know, when you first mentioned this marinated pork loin in the store there, I thought you were going to take the whole thing, but this adds a whole new dimension when we see how you're cutting it up.
Okay, then with a little bit of canola oil.
Canola, okay.
I think that's canola. Oh, vegetable.
Will it work?
I'm not
You
sure what
prefer
a canola is, so.
Yeah, there we go. If you prefer the canola.
Well, canola oil it just has a higher cooking point before it turns bitter.
Ah, so
Most restaurants would use canola oil.
So canola is more than just, I mean, we think of it as low fat, but it's also,
yeah,
as
it's a really
utility.
good cooking.
Okay. Because I know peanut oil definitely will retain a temperature. That seems better than most oils.
Now you don't want to leave the pork in there too long. Obviously, we're kind of rushing it here. We're going to do it a little less than maybe an hour and a half would be optimum.
Oh, for marinade time?
Yeah, because you have all these citrus juices. You're going to cook it. You have pork ceviche if you let it sit in there long enough.
Right. Cooking by virtue of marinade, basically.
Okay.
Here's my favorite part. Where the pork hits the oil. Yeah. I love the sizzle. So you got a good medium heat going there.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's get a little bit of oil in the.
So oil in here. You want a little bit of
let's put a little bit of oil
veggie
in there.
Okay. What did we do with the veggie oil there? Here, I'm going to sneak behind you and grab it. So any vegetable oil. Now, do you prefer canola oil for the
canola oil.
plantains
Yeah,
too?
you want a neutral flavored oil. I mean, olive oil would make it taste. Olive oil and a Mexican style dish just doesn't really.
Doesn't cut it.
No, well, it just doesn't go together.
Okay, so you want neutral flavor. Okay, these go right in, or do you put anything else to prep?
That's ready to go. Let's let it get a little hotter.
Okay. Ooh, it smells good.
How's this guy going? Beautiful, beautiful.
Definitely.
This will be ready in a few minutes.
Okay.
I always leave the cilantro till the very, very end because cilantro I'm a cilantro addict.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we used to use more cilantro at the restaurant than most Mexican restaurants. To me, it has a very, very delicate lemony flavor that if you cook it too much, it kind of loses it. So we're going to add it at the very last minute.
Okay, okay. Last minute for the cilantro. Great.
It's going to be done a lot faster than we thought.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it.
I said optimally would be grilling this.
Okay. So throw it on the barbecue and
throw it on the barbecue. Great marinade for chicken, for fish. A heartier fish like swordfish or mahi or escalar or something that's going to withstand the temperature and the cooking of a grill.
Okay. And on the grill, it'd be about the same time, approximately cooking time. Yeah. Doesn't take too long, so that's nice.
Let's go ahead and throw the some bananas in there.
Okay. And throw those guys right in.
And you gotta say it the right way, okay?
How do I say it?
You gotta say it. Plátano frito.
Plátano frito.
Plátano frito.
Pretty good for the first time, huh, folks? Plátano frito. Yeah, I can speak any
We're gonna
language
make you Cuban too.
Hey, there we go. Copacabana, I can say that. All right.
Probably a little more heat.
Okay,
Oh, we're taking a grease shower here.
Yeah, looks like it. Looks like it, yeah. Well, you know what we should do? What do you think, Claude? Should we let these cook a little bit? And then Claude and I will be right back, and we'll kind of...
Back with blender fun.
Blender fun. All right. So what do we got here now?
Okay, well, we finished up with the bananas are cooked, ready to go. The pork has been seared and ready to go. We're gonna let the... Whoa.
Oh, here we go. I didn't mean to kick you.
Yeah.
Just seeing if you keep me on your toes.
Yeah. Get off my toes. As a public service announcement, we want to announce that make sure that after this has been cooked, you make sure that it cools down. And I was telling you, I'm not really sure chemically what happens, but when you put a really hot liquid into a blender and you blend it, it kind of blows up.
Yeah.
You have experience in that.
Yeah, definitely
so anyway,
we do here. Yes, so very good point to make.
We want to make sure that stays like that. So
okay.
We'll let it cool down a little bit more. And
good. Well, while that's cooling down, maybe we could talk to Dan. Actually, folks, we mentioned him a little earlier. You know him. He's a new father. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan the Wine Man. Give him a big hand.
Thank you. Jeffrey?
Dan, what the heck do you got here?
We've got the newest fat and wines.
Newest fat and wines, okay.
Yes, fruit-flavored wines. Blackberry Merlots, peach Chardonnays, Sangria Zinfandel.
So we've seen these on TV advertised, and I'm just curious about them. So these are actually sort of a different twist on traditional wines.
They're taking a base of wine, a Zinfandel Chardonnay or another Zinfandel grape, and adding fruit to them. In this instance, a peach.
Okay.
They're lower in alcohol.
Ah.
They're nice and refreshing on a hot summer day, and that's what they're pushing for right now. You've
Makes
all
sense.
seen the Blackberry Merlots.
Blackberry
and
Merlot.
stuff, and they're effervescent, meaning when you drink them, kind of like champagne a little bit, you will get a little spritz to your tongue.
Ah.
If you shake it up, it will make a nice little fountain.
So we don't want to shake it up in our wine flask there before
This is true.
Open it up on a picnic. Sounds like it'd be good for a picnic or something like that. Definitely serving these chilled.
Oops. Oh, definitely. As this has served well chilled.
Well chilled. That's interesting.
Well chilled.
Well chilled.
make popsicles out of it.
You're
right, you
if
probably
shake
could.
it up a little bit, it
Calm
does
the kids down.
foam up.
Yeah, I can see the foam on there.
And you don't need a corkscrew. Screw cap, so it makes it nice and easy for you to take it to the Hollywood Bowl or wherever you're going for a nice picnic to go along with chicken and stuff. But it's a new fad, and
it's a convenient wine.
Yes.
It looks like too. Yeah, not too often you see a Merlot chilled, but nonetheless.
well, this is true.
I guess if it's the blackberry variety, then we can do it.
Correct. And there's 0% fruit juice, so it's all effervescence or stuff to add to it.
So
but they come in many varieties. I mean, strawberries and peaches and
Relatively.
plantains.
I think they have that a macho banana Cabernet.
So Claude, there we go. We have something we can drink with our food here. So, yeah, Dan, as you can see, Claude's been really cooking for us here
dish this
today.
up?
I am.
Yeah,
Oh,
we want
Okay,
to.
let's dish this up.
Yeah,
No.
try these. These are the fried plantains, and boy, these smell great too. I didn't realize that we're kind of, would you say, Claude, we're almost deep frying these in effect? Going for that,
a little bit,
not deep fried, but that kind of a hot.
You want a nice caramelized edge.
Slight caramelized edge. Okay, and we just serve them like this, huh? No sauce or anything like that?
Oh yeah. We're going with the sauce.
I'm getting way ahead of myself here. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay, we're going to
ladies
throw
and
in the cilantro. I actually forgot about the sauce, to tell you the truth.
Hey, well, good thing we.
You guys have scared me on this show with this blender.
Yeah. So what we do?
Let's say.
There we
Be
go.
forewarned that
Yeah, just don't take the
Jeff and
top.
I are not handling this.
Yeah, we're not handling this, folks. So don't panic.
What's the big deal?
Yeah, he says that. Like
Even
it's
let
easy,
go of
right?
it.
Well, we were fine up to this point.
Okay.
Hey, that looks like tomatillo sauce. That looks like
We're
it.
going to add a little pepper.
So far, yeah, and
right.
just sort of a recap on that since we did at the beginning of the show. Tomatillos, water, onion, garlic.
And then give it a quick
now a
slather.
pepper.
salt and pepper, a little cilantro at the end. And there we go. Oh, almost got it. Almost got it. Hey, are you okay? Because, we didn't take out that workman's comp policy before Claude got here. We got to make sure he's okay.
We believe
This
it's
is like a trick, isn't it?
Oh, man. Just wait. He's
Okay.
gonna,
just wait.
on the way out, he's going to stop by Human Resources and file a claim here. Now, just straight up.
Straight up.
There you go.
Oh, straight up.
That was a
Okay,
mistake we made, turning it, yeah. Hey,
Okay.
it's a very good blender, and we,
We didn't read
They
the
make it
directions,
simple.
is what it was.
Oh, look at this. It's got the tomatillo sauce. Tomatillo sauce with the plantains. Yes.
Sweet and savory.
Oh man, that looks good. Now, Claude, breakfast, lunch, dinner, or any of the above?
No, I think lunch and dinner.
Lunch and dinner, okay.
Yeah. Let's do 2 since they're small.
Look at that with the tenderloin or the pork tenderloin steak on the top.
Quintessential garnish. And never forget your cacique crema fresca.
Yeah, of course. Crema fresca. And you can find that
It's a nice...
find that at any grocery store, you think?
Any grocery store, especially Food for Less.
Hey, he said it, not me. Good deal.
Okay.
Or the Southland Market, or any store.
Member of Market Society.
Look,
there you go, sir.
Yeah.
I would recommend that with a blackberry merlot.
Oh, good.
And a knife, possibly, and a knife and a fork. Yeah, dig into that, new dad.
Okay,
he's definitely up late. He's up all night. He's got the dark circles under his eyes, so he needs a little bit of nourishment here.
Well, it's a quick, easy dish, and like I said, good for you. You can use that recado or the marinade for chicken, for fish. I've done whole turkey breasts with that.
A little goes a long way.
Actually, turkey is one of the indigenous things of Yucatan that they would use that.
Is that right?
With.
So the same folks that brought us that spice really are using the turkey indigenous to that area. What do you think, Dan?
Perfecto.
Perfecto, yes. Excellent. Okay, glad you like it.
Great.
And again, we really like to thank the folks at Southland Market, too.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a good time out there. That place is incredible. And if you're near Ontario, get over there. Euclid, and I think it's 1725 Euclid right there, just north of the 60. And go check it out. Fresh tortillas, meat market, fish market.
The tacos. The carnita tacos.
You can eat there. You can actually eat there.
You got to go there. Do your shopping and make sure to have lunch or a snack, late afternoon snack there when you go there.
Yeah, it's kind of a neat place to check out. So we thank those folks for actually letting us come through there and invade their space there. So, Dan, thank you for coming out.
Thanks.
New Dad and Claude, as always.
Thank you very much.
We're happy to have you here.
Love coming on. Have a good time.
Yeah, we'll look forward to the next time. And in the meantime, we will look forward to seeing you again right here on Man in the Kitchen. Bye-bye.
Today's show was catered by JoJo's Pizza Kitchen in Chino Hills.